Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Hello, Maree. Hello, Jasper. How are you?
Hello, Elisa. Hi, everyone. Lovely to see everybody. Yeah, we're great over here. Thank you. And Jasper's happy. I was actually. How are you going, by the way? And what's happening over there first? Because, yeah, lots of stuff seems to have been going on.
Yeah, lots of things going on. I haven't been paying attention a lot to the news lately. But when I was working out, of course, they have all the news channels on. So I did see that there was a earthquake in Turkey. Oh, but before I continue, I wanted to say hi and welcome to anybody who's new, who hasn't been here before. Welcome. I hope you feel at home with our beautiful soul family on the chat. Get involved, and that's where you can ask questions if you have any. We don't do personal questions. We only do questions that have to do with either what's going on in the world or just mysteries that we don't know about. But over here, let's see what's going on. Let's see, a rocket launch just about half an hour ago.
Another one.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's almost like they're weekly. It's amazing. It's just amazing. Yeah. It's crazy.
Did they say
So
what they're for, Lisa? Do they ever say what they're doing it for?
sometimes they say, and sometimes they tell you it's like top secret or whatever, and they can't really tell
Yeah.
you what it is. So
Yeah.
yeah. So, but no, it's always exciting, to have a lunch, even if you're used to it or whatever, right?
Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah.
Totally. It's amazing. Amazing you live there.
Yeah. So what's going on in your world?
What's going on over here? Look, yeah, again, I don't really look at too much. People are starting to, I sort of think people are starting to get a little bit anxious about the CBDC, the digital currency aspect. It's really weird. It's like I'm just totally disconnected from it all. It's like, do whatever
Me
you need to
too. Me
do.
too. It's like
It's
I don't
okay.
care.
Yeah, it's like something is, just shifted. It's like it's actually time for us to really be focused on us and creating what we need to create. And so I sort of, I did notice a lot of trails in the sky yesterday, and of course, then we got all the clouds and amazing full moon. I don't know if you guys have had it yet, but we had oh my god, it was so big I could hardly sleep. There was so much light coming in from this. I think it's a full moon in Leo, massive energy. So guys, if you're getting it, where are you at? You're at tonight now, aren't you? So if you're getting it tonight, make sure you go out and have a look at it. If you get, you've got a clear sky, really powerful.
Yeah.
So
Amazing.
yeah, very
Amazing.
amazing.
Yeah. So I was busy. I couldn't do it. They actually had a drum circle here at the beach
Oh
with like a
wow.
fire pit and people dancing and wearing like light stuff, and it's just the coolest thing ever. I'm
Yeah,
just really bummed I missed it. But yeah, they have moon circles here at the beach, so I'm really looking forward to going to one for sure.
yeah.
But today we're going to talk about um, celebrity doubles. Have you ever seen those pictures where they show a picture from like the 1900s and then they show a
Oh
celebrity that looks exactly like that person?
no,
You
that
haven't?
sounds exciting.
Oh my gosh, yes. Oh, so so that's what we're going to do today. But of course, also intermingling with the questions, of course, that our amazing soul family has as well.
Yes.
So, before we get started, as you know, we're looking for the somebody to give a reading to. So, you guys, I want you to put your 888s on the chat, on the live chat right now, and let's see who we can pick. Who is the universe gonna gift today with this gift?
Yeah.
Um, what I want to do, what I can do while I let everybody have a turn to put their stuff on there, I can show you what I'm talking about. Especially this one is really uncanny. So I'm gonna make myself big, and this is let's see. I probably have to stand behind it. There we go.
Yeah.
Do you see it?
Yes.
This is, oh, I forgot his name.
Yeah, I can't pick it
John
either.
Krasinski was apparently some type of oh crap. You see it?
Yeah, just yeah. So he was the one from the past. Is this
Yeah, this
John
one's from the
Krasinski?
past. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And who's the other guy? Who's the new guy?
The new guy is John Krasinski.
Oh, he's the new one. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, okay. And is he an actor or something? Or
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
know him. Okay, I'm not good with
Okay.
my movies.
So the person I saw first was Lucinda.
Oh, okay. Lucinda Jorgensen.
Lucinda.
All right. So, Lucinda, what I usually do, always do, is connect in through my higher self into my divine wisdom, and I connect into your divine wisdom and your higher self. Okay. And then we just, whatever cards come up for you, it sort of tells a story and maybe gives you a little bit of insight into what's happening for you. So, let's have a little look and see what's coming up first for you. Okay. That one's coming up. Interesting. Yeah, okay, interesting, because we've got our Seven of Cups. So the Seven of Cups can be things that aren't yet unveiled, and there's a little bit of chaos going on. And it's interesting, when I tuned into you, it's almost like you you split in half. So it means to me that something new is coming in, but you're really releasing something old, which is why our Seven of Swords has come up. So this to me is the Five of Swords is the change and the shift, which is the strategy, but it's making that decision for yourself. But I wouldn't stress about it right now, because it's like you're right in the middle of this process. You're right in the middle of this really big shift. And then we've got our beautiful Nine of Swords, which is the worry card, but you don't have to worry. And that's what this card is telling you. You are going through a really big shift. It's like you might even feel like you're a bit of a split personality at the moment. But something's coming in for you. The Knight of Wands always is an action card that's coming in quite quickly. You can still feel a little bit confused with that card coming in as well. But to me, it shows there's movement happening. Yes, you're transforming. Don't panic when you see a Death card. This is definitely helping you to transform and to let go. And it's probably been happening for a while. So I'm not surprised all these cards have come up at once. And it's almost like this is a soul contract. You've actually agreed for this change in your life or within you, because then we've got the Magician. Now, the Magician, to me, when it comes up in a reading like this, is always about our ability to bring heaven to earth, to use all of our skills, all of our brilliant strategies that we've got ready to go. So that Magician is actually going to bring through things that you probably didn't even expect to have happen. Strength. Beautiful. So that's another major arcana. So you're going to find just a lot of strength within this. It's almost like it's going to uplift you. So yeah, so just stay really Ace of Wands. Perfect. So your actions that you will take, or the actions that will happen, will almost be spontaneous, because you'll know what to do by then. So don't worry if you're feeling a little bit confused or you're feeling like a split personality. It's your what's the word? It's just your process you're going through. And you will get a big change happening, and just trust, because there's a huge, it's almost like a gift or a talent coming through for you, and it will feel very natural and spontaneous once you've had the purification process. So so just breathe, just know it's all going to come together, and I can really see you allowing this new aspect of you to come through, almost like a phoenix moment. So there you go. So that's what I'm getting for you, Lucinda. So I hope that helps you, and I hope that resonates for you. Yeah, you're going into better waters. The Six of Swords has come up, so you're definitely getting taken into a better place. So it's all good. Yes.
Very nice. Very nice. All right. So before I start, and am I lagging because I'm showing the little thing on there?
No, not
okay,
that
good.
I can notice. No.
Okay, very good. Very good. Very good. Okay. So what I want to do is I want to ask first if these pictures that we see of these celebrities that were that look like King Henry VIII or past important people,
Mm.
Are they soul jumping? In other words, are they,
Mm.
yes, are they, I don't know how to ask this question. Is it really a past life incarnation from the same ancestry
Ah.
line? Or
Yes, I
is
was
it
getting the
somebody
word
who's
soul
close?
family.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Okay.
is it someone from a soul family that's had an experience, and then an aspect even of their soul is coming through with the similar DNA or similar sort of physicality? Is
Okay.
that's
Because
sort of
these
what you're
people
trying
look
to
like
ask?
twins. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. It's
Yeah.
pretty spinny, isn't it? So let's just have a look and see.
Uh,
Oh, yeah, it looks like it, because we've got our Ten of Pentacles, Elisa, and what that tells me is that there's a possibility that we've all had an aspect of our soul within, yeah, here we go, the Fool card, within another lifetime or within a new experience. So definitely, there's definitely some sharing of the DNA, or what's the word, of a physicality that's similar. So because
okay.
that obviously, well, look at that. Oh, again, we've got our death card. So the transformation through it that can take a long time, and
Uh-huh.
then shift into something else. Yeah, that's saying yes to all of to those questions. Soul contract, because we've got the Three of Pentacles. So this was something that was worked out, and obviously worked well in that type of physicality.
So
So
is it the same soul reincarnating on that ancestral line?
yeah, because the Ten of Pentacles was showing me that it could have been one of many. Yes, so it can be an aspect of that soul. Because remember, we have different experiences, and it doesn't have to be the same whole soul that comes back in.
Okay. Okay.
That's what that
Okay.
Ten of Pentacles was showing me in that
All right.
situation.
So let me see. I'm going to try to see if I can. I don't know if I can. I don't know what's on my background, but I'm going to have to turn it off.
Oh, someone was saying it's a lag.
So I can show you. All right. It's a boring background. That's why I have.
Okay. Wow.
Okay. So that's one.
Yep.
Let's see. Are we going to go left? And there's another one.
Yeah, there's that real definite sort of similarity, isn't it? And and that's definitely DNA, I would say, like something has passed through,
So in this case, is this actually a connection here? Is this really him?
Let's have a look and see. Is it an aspect of his soul that's come through? Yeah, it looks like it again, because we've got our Nine of Cups. So this is something that's been wished for, and a desire. Two of Wands. So it's looking for a balance in the world and in an experience. So there's definitely something there that's linked.
Okay. What about this one?
Okay, let's have a look at that one. Let me just
This is a guy
reshuffle.
from Game of Thrones. Do you
Yeah,
recognize him?
yeah, I do.
I think
And
his
the
name
guy on the right is
is
who?
some let's see. It doesn't want to switch. Sebastian de Mora.
Okay, and was he also short-statured?
I have no idea.
I wonder. Okay,
Peter
let's just.
Dinklage and his lookalike Sebastian de Mora.
Yeah, wow. Wow, okay. Let's just have a look and see if these two have got any sort of relation. Oh my God, you're not going to believe it. We got the same card came up. I shuffled and redid that, and the same cards come up, that Nine of Cups. So obviously, temperance and
This one,
temperance.
I don't even think we
Crazy.
need to do the cards, to be honest.
Let's have a look. Wow. Look at that. Exactly the same ears. Like, that's just weird. Oh, so let's have a little look and see. Gosh, it's crazy, isn't it? Let's just double check with that one. I love it when you get the same cards and you've shuffled, and yeah. Okay, let's just see with this one. Oh, that one's really, really hot. Okay. Oh, Yeah, definitely. So there's the King of Swords, which to me is, yes, it's telling the truth. It's telling a very powerful story. Um,
Okay.
and the Queen of Cups. So this is contemplating emotional. So whatever aspect needed to be refined or changed, that's, to me, it was an emotional part of their soul journey. Yeah, Four of Pentacles. So this foundation has been set up over that time period, but it's instant, because I still feel that we live all of our lifetimes, because there's no such thing as space and time. It's all being
Right,
done at
right.
the
It's
same time.
happening right now. So this one is really eerie.
Oh, so
This
that's
is this
Godfrey,
is
isn't it? From
yes, from
Game
Game
of
of
Thrones.
Thrones. But look at the statue. It's literally it, and that's Caligula.
Oh, and look at the role he played in that.
Uh-huh.
Oh my goodness. Oh, okay, let's have a look at that one. That's just wild.
That is like they made a bust
Oh,
of him, literally.
oh my goodness, that's crazy, crazy. Let's just have a look and see. Justice card has come up. So to me, this is yeah, it's again, I keep getting the word, it's an experience that they've wanted to have. Queen of Wands, to me, she's my trust card. So there's definitely
Because
some
Caligula was
connection.
really bad, wasn't he?
Well, who knows? But that's the story they tell.
That's
That's the
true.
story they tell. So,
That's true. That's true.
the
That's
Seven
true.
of Pentacles, so something's been planted to see what sort of result they're going to get from this. So there's definitely something going on there. Yep. Oh, I
Okay,
love it.
this
This is
this
great. I've never seen these before.
this is Jennifer Lawrence and Subaida Tharwat. Mm.
Oh, what? Wow. Okay. And so let's have a look. Oh yeah, you can see some similarities in the cheek structure and in the,
And the
yeah,
eyes.
smile and the
Yeah.
eyes. Yeah, okay,
Hmm.
let's just see if those two have got some sort of link at all on that soul level. Wheel of Fortune's come up this time. So let's just see what's next. Three of Wands. There could have been, but to me, it doesn't feel as strong, because that Wheel of Fortune is something's moved
Okay.
on, something's changed.
So
So
this one,
it's not
not
as
so
strong.
much.
Yeah, not
This
so
one,
much.
I feel like we don't even need to do cards on this one.
Okay.
Queen Latifah
Oh, and
and
who's the other one?
writers Zora Neale Hurston.
Yeah, wow. Again,
Yeah.
yeah, there feels like energetically, there feels like more of a link there. Let's just
That's
check.
totally like twins right there.
Let's just see what the cards say with this one. Oh, it's crazy. Oh, yeah. Yep. Yep. Yeah, definitely. Again, so we've got our Six of Wands, which is a victory card, which is something that's been they've taken action to create. And then again, we've got that Queen of Cups. So this is almost like an emotional aspect of the soul that wanted to experience something. So a part of it, Page of Cups. So a small part of their soul or what their DNA is connected, because that's to me, it's a page. It's a small offering of emotions again. So
Okay.
yeah.
Interesting. This is Justin Timberlake as criminal.
Oh wow. Gosh.
I don't think I have Johnny Depp. I'm gonna see, but I don't think I have the one from Johnny Depp. I'll
Wow.
have to
Okay.
look it up.
Let's just see what our cards say with these two. Oh yeah, that's hot. Let's just have a look at that. The Emperor. So yeah, position. How interesting. Oh, how interesting. Four of Cups. So I was just about to say as well, when that Emperor card came up, it's like they went from something that maybe wasn't so great into something fantastic, because that Four of Cups is something that's being offered, but it's like, oh, don't know if I want that. So it's going from rag to riches story almost within
Yes,
those
like
two.
he chose the opposite story, right?
Correct. Six of Pentacles. This is when something's offered, but there's a balance kept around that that offering of a reality. So it's almost like, yeah, going from one end extreme to the other, and then the Wheel of Fortune. So in this case, the Wheel of Fortune's telling me there's been a huge shift of
Oh,
experience.
I thought I had Eddie Murphy here. I don't,
Oh, you
Lori. I'll
don't?
have to bring those back. But because I don't have Keanu or so this one's a little crazy. Orlando Bloom
Mm.
and Painter. writer Nicholas Orgonescu.
Wow, look at those two.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's just crazy. I'm glad I haven't seen these before. I mean, this is really new to me. So let's just see what our cards say with these two. Oh, yeah, definitely. So we've got our Six of Cups. So this to me is a village. So this to me is telling me that there's a soul family, and they get offered, well, you can, and DNA, you can go back and experience this again. It's an emotional card. So it's like, okay, let's have a look at you doing it this way. But we've got the Nine of Wands as well. So I feel that there was a bit of a hard journey in one of those, and then a celebration. So the Three of Cups has come up again. It's emotional, but there was a win with whatever happened between the experiences of these two.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
Okay, this one is interesting because he was Millard Fillmore, right?
Yeah.
Was I don't know if he was a good guy or a bad guy. I do know that Alec dabbles with the bad guys in this, at least in this go around.
Yeah,
so I don't know if Millard Fillmore was a good guy or a bad guy.
Okay, let's just see. Well,
I mean, I literally don't think we need to do the cards on this one.
No, because again, two cards jumped out, and it was the Emperor and the Ace of Cups. So there's a definite link. And then again, that Six of Cups telling me it is part of a group, a family, a soul family. So yeah, no, definitely there's a link there as well. And interesting that they, there's sort of notoriety and fame around them as well.
Yes, exactly. Right?
Mm-hmm. And this is what we can do. We can choose as a soul to come back into a lineage, or you come in where we are going to have some similar physical features and things to work with, if we didn't get something right or we wanted to experience something again.
This one I'm not sure about. This is Eminem and Severus Alexander. I'm not sure if Severus was a good guy or a bad guy.
Let's have a look at that. Oh, yeah, you can see. I mean, you can see the similarities. Let's see what the cards say about the connection.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, no, I don't, because they've got the Four of Swords. That means something hidden, the Chariot. No, I don't feel that was something.
Yeah, that one. Yeah, because I don't see it as much.
Yeah, no.
This one is cool. Okay. This one I definitely want to know was Michael Douglas, George Washington.
Or an aspect of. Let's have a look and see. All right. Let's see. Gosh. Okay. Yeah, that one. Let's have a look. No.
No. Okay.
No, that's a no.
This one's interesting. David Thoreau. So Ellen DeGeneres, is she David Thoreau?
Is Ellen a he or a she as well? Yeah, exactly.
Well,
okay, let's just see if there's any.
She might be a he in this life anyway.
That's what I mean. So let's just have a little look and see if they're connected at all. Well, I guess we're all connected, but in a way that we're talking about. Yeah, it looks like there is some connection because we have got the Ace of Pentacles. So there is it's definitely a connection. Yeah. Yeah, look at that. Got the Lovers card. So there's definitely some sort of connection there. But then we've got the Five of Swords. So there's definitely something that's gone on mentally within that's changed within Alan.
Okay, this one's really cool. This one I almost feel like we don't need to do the cards, but I don't know if you know who Zach Galifianakis. He's a comedian.
Yeah.
Louis Vuitton.
Wow.
That's Louis Vuitton.
I didn't know that. See, I hadn't seen photos of him.
Okay, me either.
No, isn't this interesting?
I didn't know he was an old guy. Like, I thought it was more like a, Versace, which is like more,
Ooh, okay. interesting. Oh, this is so interesting, because I was just going to say, isn't that family not so great?
Correct.
Oh my God. And look at that for confirmation. We've got our Eight of Swords, which is something that's hidden, something that's been kept, very much enclosed. And then we've got our Devil card. And let's just see if I feel he was the other guy, even though he looks similar. It's a whole new creation because the Empress card has come up. So it's almost like, no, it's a different energy in a way with that Empress card coming up. So, yeah. Isn't that fascinating? Because it's so weird. Like, I'll get a thought and then the cards come up and it's like, oh, okay.
Okay, so this is the last one.
Okay.
And it's Brad Pitt. Is he Herman Rorschach? Oh, okay. The guy the psychologist, I guess, who created the Rorschach tests, maybe?
Oh, maybe. I don't know. Let's have a look and see if there's any.
I wasn't sure that they felt like they looked that much alike.
Let's just see what is it, if there's anything around their soul family, their lineage, their soul. Yeah. Oh, that one wants to come out. Yeah, no, it's I don't think so, because we've got our Queen of Swords, and to me, she's never quite telling the full story. And then we got our Seven of Pentacles. So it's like, when this is often a planting or a seeding of something to get a result. But then we got our Nine of Swords. So no, I don't, which is the worry card. But don't worry, I feel like it was disconnected at some point. Like it didn't go through with that soul family. So there might be some lineage stuff in there, but not soul family.
Okay, good. I can put my background now. All right. That was fun, wasn't it?
That was fun. The crazy stuff, huh?
I know. Gosh.
Wow. No, I love it. I love it when it's fun stuff, and it's just looking at things from a different perspective, so that we can then expand our mind and expand our connection into our own soul and our own higher self. It's really important.
Absolutely. So the next question I wanted to ask real quick was about the earthquake in Turkey. So what can the cards tell us? Is this a natural occurrence, or is this a man-made occurrence?
It's man-made. Look at that. Lots hidden, a lot's sort of been done where people aren't aware of what's going on. It was done as a Two of Cups has come up. So to me, it's been arranged. It's like a, what's the word? There's a relationship with others to create this. So judgment. So there's something going on that's also going to bring up some truth around it.
So good guys or bad guys,
really,
man-made?
Yeah, good question. Okay.
Well, I don't think that good guys cause chaos like that, so I don't know.
What are they doing? Because the Fool card came up, so there's something new that's going on with it. Yeah, Knight of Pentacles. So it's not like the message is going to come out straight away, but there's some truth telling with this, something that's going on that's new. So let me just that one feels really weird. Yeah, there's a lot mystery. Four of Swords has come up, so definitely something deeper. And then the Ten of Pentacles. So there's a lot of people that have been affected. There's a lot of people, there's a lot of things that have changed. But usually the 10 to me also says it's for the betterment of something. So there's something going on again that's deeper than what we know. So yeah, and these two just flipped over, which Wheel of Fortune. So something's definitely changing and moving, and then the Justice card. So there's something going on that's not, it's not great for a lot of people. I feel it's going to shift something with what the cards are saying into a new place, into a better place.
Yeah, into a
the
better
Fool
place.
card, the Wheel of Fortune, the 10 of Pentacles to me is saying it's going to shift something into a new place. That's better.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, very cool. All right. So I went back to the beginning to look for the questions that people had posted. So Robin
Yeah.
posted about a train wreck in Ohio, and if it will be safe for people to return once
Wow.
people are permitted
Yeah,
back
back
home.
home. Okay. So, well, it's
Will it
always
be
sad when
safe?
there's a tragedy like that, isn't it? It's
Mm-hmm.
okay.
Mm-hmm.
So let's just tune in to see where everything's
Yeah.
at and if it's going to actually, yeah, look, it's not going to be okay, Robin, because again, this Wheel of Fortune, which is a major arcana card's come up. And so it's saying things are going to move so that it is sort of safe. Yeah, justice. Yeah, that justice card is coming up to tell me that it is going to be okay for people to go home. At the moment, though, 5 of Wands, there's a lot of chaos. There's change happening through that chaos because our wands are action cards. So, and then 3 of Cups. So to me, that's a celebration. So, you know, no matter what's gone on, it's going to be okay. People are going to go back. And, you know, after any horrible tragedy, there's always community seems to get closer together and come together. So there's always something good that comes out of the bad. So it's going to be okay.
Okay. All right. Very good. So we have one of Dennis's questions, and it's very interesting. So, is the largest pyramid in the world in Primo underground? 2 are the biggest pyramids underground. 3 pyramids in Egypt. Is there one under them that is much bigger? Okay. I don't know what the first question is. One is the largest pyramid in the world. And
okay, so what we could do is just do a yes or no, Dennis, with that. So is the largest pyramid in the world in Primo underground? So let's just check to see if we don't even see the largest pyramid in the world yet.
let me see if he...
That's probably maybe one way to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Let me just check in and see if that's the case. Do you know what? It could be. There could be things underground that have been hidden from us because that's the Hierophant on top of our Strength card. They're 2 major arcanas. So there could be, bigger pyramids that we don't even know about yet. So we're getting offered something, the 4 of Cups, we're getting offered something, but there's always questions around what we've been told and shown, okay? So it sounds like there could be stuff underground that's even bigger or hidden than what we actually know. Yeah, King of Cups. That to me, so it shows something is hidden. So it's a bit of a tricky card, the King of Cups. So yeah,
Okay.
it's telling me that there definitely could be something hidden that's bigger, pyramid-wise, underground.
Okay. So the next question is, are the biggest pyramids underground?
Well, that's sort of what it was just telling us because that's sort of what I asked
Okay.
with
And
that.
so
Yeah.
the 3 pyramids in Egypt, is there one under that one that is much bigger?
Okay, let's see if there's anything under those
The
pyramids
pyramid
that
in
we know.
Giza.
Yeah, let's just see if there's actually something under them, directly under them. Yeah. Okay. Interesting. Yeah. Oof. Okay, so the first card we got was the Fool card. So to me, this is stepping into a whole new arena and just having some faith and trust because the Knight of Pentacles has come up. So this is bringing something into our reality. But then we've got the Moon card. So I don't feel that there is something under those particular 3, but there's definitely more than we know in other areas because that Moon card to me it's showing me that there's something out of place. So it's not under those 3 is what I'm getting.
Okay.
But there's definitely something somewhere else, Dennis, because that Ace of Wands has come up.
Yeah, Trigel is saying there's a huge one in Alaska. Huge
Okay.
pyramid underground in Alaska.
There you go. And you know, yeah. So that not in Egypt from what I'm getting.
Yeah. Okay. So there's a lot of questions about the balloon thing. So okay. The first thing I want to ask is, and I already know the answer, but we just want the cards to confirm, right? It is the balloon really from China?
Let's find out what we get. It looks like all three wanted to come up, and oh my God, so 10 of Pentacles. So to me, no, it's like there's so many other people involved in it. It's not just one. 10's like a lot. And then we got our Page of Cups. So we're being offered something. We're being offered something that's emotionally caused this reactivity from people, okay? But it's a setup. 6 of Pentacles. Something again is being offered, and it's a reality card, an action card, but it's balanced. So it's not something that was just what they said it was. Queen of Swords,
Okay.
she always tells me that the story is not quite
Not what
right.
we're being told. Okay, so the second question then would be, was it the good guys or the bad guys?
Okay, let's find out. Let's see if it's been done from the team that we know of as the white hats. Who knows if they're really good or not, but that's how
So
we're
deep
perceiving
state
them.
or white hats? Who owns this balloon?
A balloon. Oh, interesting.
So in my opinion, if it was the good guys, that balloon would have been shot down by the bad military, right? By the people who are in charge.
So they want you to think it's from the bad guys because the Hierophants come up and then the 4 of Cups. Now together they're offering something to us and everyone's going, oh, what if, it is China, blah, blah, blah. But it's not, because the 10 of Cups has come up. So this is actually all being done by the team that we're calling the good guys. Okay. So that was the ploy, but that's who it really was.
So what is the reasoning behind the good guys doing this?
Okay, let's see if we can get any insight into that at all. The only thing I really saw in it, because I wasn't that interested in it, but I just happened to see something from Lynn Wood, and and apparently like a week before or 2 weeks before, he was talking about that 99 Luftballons, the song. And I was in a shop yesterday and that was playing and I went, now this is weird. And I hadn't heard that song in years. So I thought, oh, okay, this is interesting. And they were saying there was some link to that comms that came out. So, yeah, so we're going to see what is it about? What is it about? Oh my goodness. It's exposing something. So it's actually, let's just see what the next cards say, because that can change things up.
So what I got, or at least psychically was, and I wonder if the cards are going to match, but so what I got was that they were going to show that our government wasn't doing anything about this threat.
Yeah.
That there was no action. The government didn't take action against the threat. And it's because the government doesn't control the military.
And
right?
they're all and they're all connected to these dudes. And this is another step in the slow death and transition of that the team, the cabal, and justice. So it's to actually help bring about justice. So it's a big, but there's 3 major arcanas. Like, these are massive cards. To get them in that order is really telling a story, isn't it? So spot on. It's just another nail in the coffin. Yeah.
Okay, well.
See, it becomes fun when you know all that.
I mean, now it's getting really funny. Like,
it is funny.
I mean, all the news are about a balloon. Okay, let's think about this. Let's think about this with logic. Okay. There is military intelligence with satellites that can read a serial number of a gun in somebody's hand. But somehow China doesn't have technology good enough. So now they're using a balloon to spy on us. Like, are people seriously believing this shit? Come on, people.
And what is a white balloon? Does anyone know this? Because I know there's a significance to white balloons. Does anyone know what the significance is in our chat? Or Lisa, do you know what the significance of a white balloon is? It's like a com, because the strength card came up when I was actually asking that.
Oh, so you're getting that the white balloon itself has
Is
a
a
meaning
com.
as well.
Yeah, it just came to me then, and I just checked with the cards, and that's what came up. So yeah, if anyone knows, throw it on there. So because
Yeah.
I know what's white. White's purity, white's, you know, the light, all of that. So a white balloon, what does it mean? Is there something behind white balloons?
I I only know of the white, thing that you wave, the white flag you
Ah,
wave that you give up. Like
yeah, parlay
it's not
or
a
whatever.
balloon.
No, but anyway, that was just interesting. It just came through. So
Yeah.
yeah. So if anyone's watching later and you know, pop it in there. So
Yeah,
mm,
yeah. So anyway, I just find it hilarious because it's
it is.
like we need people to come back to start questioning things and really
Mm.
like going like, okay, wait a minute. Like China would need a balloon. First of all, it would be seen right away. Like it's not inconspicuous. It's not latest technology. It's not
Uh,
like how are people believing this story? I don't understand it. People that watch mainstream media, how are they believing the story? I don't get it.
well, it would be confusing a lot of people, wouldn't it? And then the card that I was pulling as you were talking was Wheel of Fortune. So it's maybe helping them shift even more into a new place, into a new aha moment, into whatever. So that was what came up when you were talking about that. And I just quickly looked into the things, and I think it was Lady Hawk said it could be hope for survivors of sexual abuse. And so wouldn't that be interesting if they were actually using it for that com?
Oh, the white balloon, you mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
So, you
okay.
know, who knows? But yeah. So,
Okay. All right.
but thanks, Lady Hawk. That's a nice one to put in there. But anyone else, yeah, throw it in there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm.
Okay. Very interesting. All right. There's so many questions and they're all so good. I don't know. I don't know where to go. So many.
Use your
Okay, I'm just gonna
intuition.
go with this one. This one caught my attention before from Kibu Hope.
Okay. Yeah.
There's a channel called Bright Insight. He kept trying to prove that the eye on Sahara is the very center of Atlantis civilization.
Okay. Wow.
Richet structure,
Ricket structure
aka the eye on
of
Sahara, is the
Sahara.
center
Yeah.
of Atlantis.
I wonder where that is. Wonder where that area is. That Kibo's written there. So I
Mm-hmm.
haven't heard of the eye on Sahara, or is it the eye of Sahara? But let's just ask. Let's just
Yeah.
see if it was the very center of
Mm-hmm.
Atlantis
Mm-hmm.
civilization.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oops.
Mm. Yeah, it looked like there was a lot of chaos because we've got our five of wands. So there was some fighting. There was definitely some fighting, maybe over it,
Mm-hmm.
because now
Mm-hmm.
we've got our King of Swords. So this is a story that, yeah, it could be true with that King of Swords coming through, and then the Chariot. So it looks like there was movement. It looked like it changed. So when we've got a 5, it means change. There's action. So they were actually trying to
Mm.
discern where it is, and then, but it moved. I feel that it might have been, but it's like it's moved.
So could
Yeah,
it be this? Did it move because it's a ship?
could be, or could be anything. So yeah, we've got our temperance card when you were asking that question, Maple Tree, and so that's temperance can be around moving location. It can be around moving something into a whole new place, and it can take patience. And that's why I feel that the King of Swords came up, and then the Chariot. There had to be balance before it moved. So could very well be. I mean, God, you know, some weird things happened, or still happening here, aren't they? So the 3 of Wands, so they were looking towards the future when all of this was going on. So they were actually looking for a better future with that 3 of Wands. So there was a lot that went on, I would say, around this and around that time, strength, because they were looking for something to make themselves stronger, or to make where they were or who they were, or their civilization stronger, because that strength card's come up again.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting. Okay. All right. Let's go back and see if I can find.
You have a look, because I've just noticed Angel Laurie has put up there the white balloon. I
Which
presume
one?
she's
Mm-hmm.
she said, I think it's talking about the white balloon again. She said it encourages children to speak out about what's happened to them. Isn't that interesting?
All right.
Okay.
This is the next one I found. So, Kibu,
Okay.
is it true the Nazca lines were made by primitive humans controlled by an ET in a ship in the sky who was bored? Or did humans are ET slaves? Did they die of starvation? Okay. So, let's go.
Yeah, you put it into terminology that's easy to ask, if you like.
Yeah. So is it true? So was it were the Nazca lines made by primitive humans? Let's ask that first.
Okay. Was it made by the actual humans?
Because it's either humans or ETs.
Humans. Okay. So I feel that because it's a Three of Swords, I feel it wasn't done by them, because there's a Three of Pentacles next to it, which is when there's something that's done jointly in contract with. So let's just see if it was actually the other beings of that time that helped them with it. It looks like it, because our Fool cards come up. So it's like, to me, this is a new journey. This is something that they trusted, though. So it looks like it was done in collaboration. Yeah, King of Swords. It was done in collaboration with the beings.
ETs.
Yeah, with whoever the beings were that were part of that. So there's
because I can't see humans at that time being able to create such large structures without somebody guiding them, somebody showing them where they needed to go. And
yeah, I agree, and that's what the cards were showing as well when it came through. So so it's a little bit more convoluted, Kibao, than just the earthly beings were being mind controlled by them. It felt more like it was done
teamwork.
Yeah, thank you.
Teamwork.
Yeah.
Okay. So did they die of starvation? I don't, do you go ahead and ask that? I mean, it doesn't sound like it if they were working as a team, but
okay,
we can ask that question.
So the Lovers card has come up. So to me, that's a no, because it's actually a very solid coming together of aspects within them. So they did have it tough, though, because the Nine of Wands has come up. So they had to work together really strongly for whatever was going on for them at that particular time, because the Nine of Wands, you can see it's been a really hard struggle, but they're still standing. So let's just double check on that one. Something happened, because that Fool card keeps coming up. So something happened to help them. So they actually, something changed for them, but they did have a really tough time. So, and then that King of Swords wanted to come up again. So there was definitely, the story got changed, or it became into a very strong story, I suppose, is the word that I get with this. They were led. They had a strong leader that was, helping them. But yeah, so really good question. But it looks like they might have been, who knows, it could have been starvation that was there, and then all of a sudden something happened with them. So to help them.
Okay.
So yeah.
Very cool. Okay. I don't know if the cards are going to tell us who built Atlantis. What do you think the cards can tell us about that? And have we asked this question before?
I think who built Atlantis? I hope someone that was the Immortal Seven did build it for an experiment. We can ask if that's the truth. We can ask if there were, like some immortal beings or energies, what we would call immortal, actually built
So
it.
I'll tell you something about a session that I had after you do the cards.
Okay. Ooh. Okay, so the Four of Cups has come up. So it's I feel that it because I was asking about this question, so that's telling me that it's not the full story. So something was offered, but it's not the full story. But then we've got our 10 of Cups, but something really amazing came out of the building of Atlantis. But Four of Pentacles. So it was done probably more slowly than than a quick, setting it up as an experiment, because the Four of Pentacles to me is always a foundation that's been set up a little bit more slowly.
And I also want to go ahead and send everybody to our, we did an entire show on Atlantis.
Yeah.
So if you have questions about Atlantis, I'm going to tell you, go ahead and go and try to find that one. It was the Beyond Tarot. It's not the Reality Check Tarot. So if you go back, it's easier to find. Just look for the thumbnails, the YouTube thumbnails that are green that say Beyond Quantum Tarot, and look for Atlantis. Atlantis is one of them. I mean, we've done Atlantis, Tartaria,
so many, Antarctica,
all sorts
of places.
Yeah.
And it's in your live section, I think, too. It's not always
under
in
the live.
Yeah.
YouTube did that on purpose. I feel like they did that on purpose to hide the lives, because they don't have as much control on the lives. It takes them a while to go through them. So I think what they did is they hid the lives so people can't find them. Yeah. But people are going to figure it out after a while. I mean, come on. Okay. Okay. So what I was going to tell you was, and I think I said this on that video when we did the video on Atlantis, that I had a session where the person was completely under trance. So that means they don't know what they're saying to me. They have no idea. They come out of trance and they have no clue what happened during the session. And during this time, I was told that actually Atlantis was in Mars originally, and that Mars, they knew that there was a war coming in Mars and that there was going to be total annihilation. That's why Mars is the way it is. And so they had to literally move Atlantis from Mars into Earth. So that's basically how Atlantis started. And from what I remember, Maree, you did the cards on that, and it confirmed that that was the case.
It just confirmed it again. And the energy that I was feeling as you were talking about that was so powerful. So this came up first. And definitely the Ten of Cups, which is building a beautiful home, something that's emotionally stable, beautiful. And then the Queen of Wands, because to me, she's the truth teller. And then the Seven of Pentacles. So they were planning this. It was something that was seeded, something that was set up. So those cards are just confirming it. And the energy I felt was really quite powerful when you were talking about it, Elisa.
Yeah. And I think I posted that session, but that was a long time ago. That was like 3-4 years ago. So it might be really hard to find it on my videos. But the interesting thing is, when I asked who was providing the information, it said Ashtar Command.
Okay, how interesting.
Yeah, and my understanding was that Ashtar Command doesn't talk to anybody on Earth. But this was a session. It wasn't a channeler. You know what I'm saying? It's not somebody saying, oh, I'm talking to it's Ashtar Command. No, this was like in a session, privately. It wasn't like something's being specifically channeled. And again, this guy didn't even know who Ashtar was. So I know he wasn't making it up.
Yeah, because I think Ashtar means commander, doesn't it? So it might have come from a collection of beings. It might have come from a group consciousness that was actually brought through. That's another way to look
Ashtar
at it.
Command, Ashtar itself is like the same word as general. In the United States Army, the word is general, but in the Galactic Army, it's Ashtar. So it's the highest level of command possible in an army for the galactic beings. Yeah.
Interesting. So. Wow. Yeah. There we go.
Yeah. All right. I see more questions. Oh, this one will be good because it will kind of help people understand some things, right? So, Maree, what would you like to do with this? Do you want
to talk to it first? Is there anything that you want to talk to around source?
This is my talk about duality. And this is
Yes.
my talk about, yes, Source does create reptilians and he creates Satan. And okay, so everything that exists come from the creator, good or bad. So the reason why is because we have duality. We're here for duality. We're here to experience good and bad. And in order for us to experience bad, you got to have bad. Not that dragons were bad, because actually they have been misrepresented. And actually, I think we did a whole show on dragons as well that you can find in our library. So of course, yes, absolutely. Source creates everything that is in our reality because it's created by us,
Mm.
right? So Satan wasn't necessarily created by Source. Satan could have been created by one of us,
Mm.
and then because we're Source, that means that it came from Source. Um, but yeah, dragons are actually mostly good. They were turned into bad because the bad guys took a hold of them and possibly did bad things with them. But no, the dragons actually left this dimension because they didn't like what had happened and how we had been turned. They had been turned into being used for bad. So they're like, what did we find out? Fifth dimensional
Yeah, if not more, because how I
or
now
higher?
connect with the dragons is my own inner dragon, which is our greatest protector. It's God's will almost. So I often help people to learn how to tap into their own inner dragon. And when I bring it up, it's like I feel this protectiveness and things can shift like that. So I don't push it out there or do anything. I just ask for my dragon to come up. And you can all connect into your own dragon as well.
Yes.
And it's really easy to do. You can just ask it to come up, feel it. You might be able to see it, sense it, have colors. It might give you a name. And when I'm feeling a little bit threatened or something, I'll just go, "Oh, dragon, come up," and it does. I can feel it. So they're very powerful. So I'd say fifth dimension and beyond, like that consciousness is very high or very expanded. So
Mm-hmm,
yeah.
mm-hmm.
Mm.
Yeah. Yeah. So we're just it's all here for our growth, all of it, all of it. Satan, Lucifer, Hitler, everybody who's bad. They are all here for our growth, for our experience. And so it's a it's just for us to grow. That's it.
And it's true. And, I think I've just noticed something. Things only jump to me when I'm meant to see them. I think Big
Uh,
Bradley has said, I've had a belly full of duality. Absolutely. I think we're all hearing you. When you really, truly get and understand that duality, you've got to feel it, be in it, truly experience it to know what it is, the yin yang of everything. And then once you can detach from it, Vic, um, that really helps. So you still allow yourself to feel your emotions and to see what's going on, but it's like you become more and more detached from the play that's going on. So that's why it's so important for us to all come within ourselves, to find our own inner strength, to find our connection to our source, to our divine being, our higher self, whatever you want to call it. It's like that's like our beacon. That's like, to me, my emotions are like my guidance counselor, but my source is where I come back into if I'm sort of going out too much with this duality. So absolutely, it's very testing. It's very testing.
it's
So
very, very testing. But I got
yeah.
to tell you, I was listening to, and I forgot to forward this to everybody on my channel, but I listened to a video of Bashar, and Bashar was explaining how this is a story, guys. What you have here is a story. What you're doing here, what you come here for, is a story. And this story is about our story. It's our story is what we come here for, right? And so when you guys read a book or a novel and the story is all happy, is that like a fun novel to read? Like, is that really fun? It's really boring. So nobody will read
Boring.
it. Nobody will read this story. Nobody will read that novel. So what we need to understand is that we're here to follow our own story, the story of the hero. And the hero is here. In order for the hero to become a hero, it has to go through all these different things that are happening, right, to them. And so it's the story is the story of you. And the story of you is gonna have good and bad, because that's how you grow. You don't grow when you're happy. You grow when you are going through hard things. And the story of the hero is to go through a transformation, to go from being one thing to being somebody completely different. And so that is really the reason why we're here, is for the experience of growth and going from one thing to something else. And so, anyway,
That's beautifully said. And it was funny, as you were talking, I was just pulling cards out, and the first one is death, which is transformation, exactly what you're talking about. The second one was the Page of Swords, which to me is, we're not quite told the truth. We have to forget who we are. We feel small. It's like something that's, we're little in this big, big story. But then the Six of Swords, which is moving into a beautiful place, away from something that's been hard. And we might have many times that this happens in our life. So exactly what you were saying was exactly what came up in the cards.
Good. Well, Bashar said it, not me. Well, I've said it, but in a different manner. I kind of had to figure it out on my own, right?
Exactly.
So that's when he was saying, and I'm like, oh my God, that's what I did. Oh my God, that's what happened. Oh my God, that's exactly what happened to me. Oh, So I figured it out on my own, but it was so interesting to see it in that manner where it had been laid out for me. And so, yeah, it's just amazing.
It is amazing. And look, but it can feel tricky sometimes, and it's okay. It's okay to feel everything. It's just, how can you use that to give you wisdom to then come back into balance and to keep moving forward and to having faith.
Well, and that's why we're here, is
That's
to
why we're here.
feel those emotions.
Yeah. So, no, well said. I think that's great. And I think it's wonderful because all you guys, you put these amazing questions out, and it just starts to, when we ask questions, I know that we get answers. So you might go home now, or look into this and go, oh, I wonder what that was really about. You might get a whole new expansion on the questions that were asked, and for yourself. So never stop asking questions is what I say.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, we're past our time. We love you so much. Thank you for being here. Thank you for always asking your questions. And I apologize. We just had so much to go through today. We really didn't have a whole lot of time. So save the questions that you had. If they were important, bring them for next Thursday.
Friday.
And yeah. So we'll see you guys on Thursday if you're here in the US, and Friday if you're in Australia. All right, guys, if you missed the beginning of the show, definitely go back and watch it because it's super interesting. All right, you will love it. So we love you, and we say goodbye for now.
Yay. Bye.
Bye.